Hi, welcome to the Guaranteed Retirement Guy Show. My name's John Stevenson, and today we're going to be talking about the best methods for guaranteeing your retirement income. All right, so let's talk about the best methods. Okay, what are the best methods for guaranteeing your retirement income? Okay, when we're saying guaranteeing, usually what I think about is contractual income. Okay, contractual income from contracts. And these are with insurance companies. Okay, and insurance companies have been around for a long time. Okay, and you have contracts with life insurance and you have contracts for annuities. One protects, of course, against not living long enough, and the other one protects against longevity risk. Okay, so we want contractual guaranteed income. People who reach out to me, they're looking for the highest paying contractual income, guaranteed income for life, either for as a single payout if you're single or as a joint payout if you're married. Okay, so that's what we'll look at. I'm going to show you a couple different variations. You've got the income rider. These are attached to fixed indexed annuities. These are typically the highest payout. And then you have the SPIA and DIA contracts, which are irrevocable, no cash value, but they also allow you to be able to put a period certain on there, especially if you're looking for different variations, different time periods, and you want to make sure that income goes to someone other than a spouse, or if you are looking at taking income before age 59 and a half. In fact, even well before age 50, some people will start these in their 20s and 30s and 40s. You can do that too. You just have to make sure you set them up right, and you can have lifetime income early on. Some of them, though, will penalize you if you take them before 59 and a half. But usually if it's set it up right, then what the IRS does is they just make sure those payments are based off of life expectancy in order for you to not have that 10% tax penalty. Okay, so that's it for those. But again, the payout is higher with an income rider. If you're looking for retirement income, that's usually the best route to go. So that's why I'm going to start out with that first. Okay, so if we look at my screen, you'll notice that there are lots and lots of income riders. These are all attached to index annuities. You can see the companies here. You can see the payouts. Okay, this is based off of someone who lives in Iowa, and you can be in California. It doesn't matter. It's the same payout. They're 56 years old, okay, and it's a single payout. I'll show you a joint right after this. So they're also not going to take income right now. Okay, they're just dropping some money in, and you'll notice the premium amount is $200,000. So maybe it's an old 401k, maybe it's an IRA, maybe it's none of those. Maybe it's just non-qualified money coming from cash or from brokerage. That's fine too. So if you take that money and put it in, you let it sit for 5 years, here's a guaranteed payout, guaranteed forever. Okay, this is for the rest of your life. So you take this out at 61 and you take it out for 30 years, you're taking out $600,000. It's that simple. Okay, take it out longer, take it out more. Okay, take it out to the age of 100, you're gonna take out $800,000. Okay, you live longer, then you're gonna continue to take out more income. Okay, so anyways, you can see the highest payouts. You can see the first one is National Western, followed by Equitrust, Athene, Midland National, and so on. Okay, the difference between Midland and the rest of these is on all of these you have to wait 5 contract years. For Midland, you have to wait 5 birthdays, so quite a bit different. So that's pretty nice to know, especially if your birthday is next month. Because if let's say you bought one of these like a month before your birthday, okay, then theoretically you're only going to wait like 4 years and 1 month to take income from this one. So that's kind of nice. Midland's one of the only companies that actually will do that. Most of these are all just, contract years, from the date of issue every 12 months, which is fine. And you'll notice the highest payout is that type of annuity. Okay, these are income riders. So if you were to wait longer, the nice thing about an income rider is you don't have to determine your date. You don't have to predetermine the date you're going to take income. You can take it whenever you want. Okay, so you might decide, well, actually I'm going to take it at age 60. Okay, I don't want to wait 5 years. I'm going to do it at 60. That's fine. You can change your mind anytime you want. And you notice the income, a little bit less, not much. $19,399. So maybe it makes sense to take it a year earlier. You see, it's nice to be able to do that. These give you the flexibility to do that. Okay, but if you're thinking, well, I want more income later on, I'm going to work till I'm 65, so I don't need this. What's the most income I can get after 9 years? Okay, $200,000, 9-year deferral, quite a bit more, $28,000. Okay, and that's from Midland. So Midland is better for deferring out longer. You'll notice National Western, which was on the top for 4 and 5 years, is not as high at 9 years. It's $26,000. It still rises. So if you would have bought that contract and you waited 9 years, you're still getting more income. It's just, if you know you're going to wait longer, pick one that is absolutely higher. And you can notice this is a no-brainer. I mean, Midland and North American are both the highest. They're sister companies. Yeah, the payout, $28,000, not bad. You take that out at age 65, and let's say you live 30 years to 95, you're taking out a nice hefty piece of change there. So anyways, something to think about when you're taking out income, and when you're looking for highest payouts, the income rider typically is the one to do. All right, so I'm going to look at this and I'll show you the account balance. You notice that over time, it actually will go down. Once you start taking income, it really starts going down. And by the time you're 75, 76, it's gone. The balance, not the income, excuse me. So this is an income product. So we're looking at income. And that's why you can see, if you take this out to 95, you've taken out $869,000 in guaranteed income. Okay, that's what you do. So it's an income product, so not a legacy product. There are other products for legacy that will also protect you against market risk, that will give you some decent growth as well when the market's up. And they don't provide as much income. You can definitely use those for guaranteed income, but the income's much, much less. Okay, so this is the best method for guaranteed income during your retirement. That's what we want. We want a guaranteed pension. So you're basically spending $200,000 to buy yourself almost a $900,000 pension. That's what you're doing. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you the other ones. So we kind of looked at these numbers. I don't know if we're going to be able to remember them all, but we know it. Let's see. 9 years is $28,000 a year. And we go down to the 5 years, original 5 years we were looking at. The highest payout is $20,369. Okay, so remember those numbers: $20,000 and $28,000. Okay, at the 5 year and the 9 year deferral. Okay, and these are just examples. You could take income anytime you want. I just want you to be able to see, with proper planning, we can choose the right annuity for you. So if you want to book a call, there's a link below this video. We can talk about all of your annuity questions. If you're looking to purchase an annuity, I'd love to help you. And I'll show you everything that's available. Okay. It takes about 3 weeks from start to finish to purchase an annuity, have the contract issued, and then I mail it to your house. Okay. It's really that simple. But I am not here to try to sell you something. I'm here to educate and help. And of course, if that is something that you think that will benefit you in your retirement, I would invite you to book a call with me. So again, a link below this video, and there's a link on my website, johnstevenson.com. And you can go there. You can go through all of my calculators, and you'll be able to look at the highest and best income from every company. Okay. All right. So let's go and we'll look at the SPIA. I promised you I'd show you SPIA annuities. And a SPIA is just a single premium immediate annuity. Okay, these are the classic annuities that you buy, and there's no cash value, and it's just a predetermined date that you take the income. You can choose a certain period, which is kind of nice, especially if you want income for someone who is not a spouse. Okay, all right, so for this example, I'm going to do a single life. Okay, and I'm going to do a cash refund. So if you don't use up all the money before you die, the balance gets refunded to whoever the beneficiary is. Okay, so I'll look at that and say I want to take immediate income. So next month. So based off of $200,000 next month, it's paying me $1,086 monthly. Okay, great. I'll go back here and I'll say, well, but I want to have a straight comparison. Okay, so I'll say 2030. Okay, because now we're deferring it out to the same time period as the income rider. Because remember, we deferred that out for 5 years and we're getting like $20,300, I think. So all right, so monthly income, $1,462. Guarantees. So 1462 times 12. So 17,544. So that's kind of a big difference there. So you're taking what, $2,800 less in income. So it's a no-brainer. You pick the income rider, right? The income rider definitely pays out more. Now, people might ask, well, why would I ever want this? Well, the reason for that is maybe you're younger than like 50 and you want an income for life. This contract's best for that. Okay. Maybe you have a child, you want to make sure they get income if you pass away early. You can do that. So we'll say a certain period, 30 years. Okay. Certain period, 30 years. So it's a single life. So it's guaranteed for the rest of your life. Or if you die before 30 years, the income will continue to your beneficiary of choice. Okay. So it does not have to be a spouse. It could be to a child or even a charity. Okay. So, all right. Same income start date. So I didn't change anything. Just the period certain. Okay. See how that changes. Monthly income does go down a little bit. Okay, so now it's $1,313, but now it's guaranteed for 30 years. So if you die in 25 years, they still have to pay out another 5 years. Okay, so that's nice about that. So let's go back. Let's look at the 9 years. I want to compare this. So 2034. And let's just keep the period certain as 30. I'm just curious what it is. All right, so 1655 times 12. So it's 19,860. Wow, quite a bit less than the 28 grand at the 9-year. So let's take off the 30-year certain, because obviously that takes the risk off the company for that. Do the same cash refund. So if you don't use it up, at least that balance, whatever's left, gets refunded to your beneficiaries. All right, so same 9 years deferral. We'll look at that, see how that compares. Definitely more, $1,964. So 1964 times 12 in 23,568. See what I mean? You're still almost $5,000 less than the income rider. So again, SPIAs and DIAs, they serve their purpose, and we already talked about that. But it's just good for you to know if you're looking for highest annual income for life, income rider is usually the best. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you one more thing because I did promise I was going to show you joint. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the income rider. Okay. And we're going to put a spouse in there. Okay. All right. So I'm going here and you're 56. Let's say your spouse, let's say they're 2 years younger. Okay. So 54 and 56. You're still going to turn income on in 5 years. Okay. 61 and 59. We look at that and say, all right, well, the income is $17,510. Okay. You'll notice that National Western is not on top. They're the best for a single payout, but they're not on top. They're not even on here for the joint. See what I mean? So certain contracts work better for certain scenarios. So, all right, a theme, A+ rated, $17,510, not bad. Okay, what if I were to wait? And again, I want to wait 9 years. We already know the single payout, remember, is $28,000. Wow, look at that. So it's 24/7. You might be asking, why is that so much less? It's because you got a spouse who is 2 years younger, and I have that spouse as being a female. Okay, so females live longer, and your spouse is a female and she's younger. So you have all of that compounding, and the insurance company knows that they're going to be on the hook for more income because they know your spouse is going to live longer. So because of that, they have the guaranteed income for two people, not just one. So the risk is double on them. Okay, so that's why the income is not $28,000. So it didn't go all the way down to 24. You basically took a little bit of a haircut of like about $3,500, probably $3,500 per year. So a little under $300 less a month to have guaranteed income for your spouse as well. But I recommend it. If you're married, make sure that happens because my wife is 4 years younger than me and we're going to do joint payout for ourselves as well. Okay. So that's really important to think about when you want guaranteed income. You want to make sure that your spouse is taken care of. You absolutely have to choose the joint payout. All right. So I hope this has been valuable. If it has, make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, comment below. If you want to book a call, go to my website, johnstevenson.com. There is a book a call page. There are plenty of calculators. If you want to play with those, you can. Those are updated every day. And then, of course, if you want to book a call below this video, there is a link as well. And it goes directly to my calendar. So I'd love to sell you an annuity. Okay, I'll be honest. I'd love to sell you an annuity, but I'm not going to try to sell you. Okay, I want you to be able to come and feel that your questions are going to be answered and not feel pressured. It's a no pressure sales call. Okay, it's really just there to answer your questions. And of course, if you'd like to buy one, I'd love to help you with one. Okay, just want you to know that you're going to work with someone who's going to show you everything that's available, and someone who's looking out for your best interest. So hope that helps. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.